the cellar. Go get in the cellar. It's an F5. I know it's huge. Okay, all right, bye.
I don't think she actually knew the magnitude of it.
This thing is sucking in everything. Oh my God, I hope it don't go towards our house, man. I don't know what to say. You feel so powerless. It's going through my town, man. And it's gonna hurt some people. It's gonna hurt some people bad.
I was praying that it wasn't going to go north. If it went north just a half a mile, it could have hit my home. I knew this was a killer tornado, and I knew someone was going to die.
This is now going to be, it looks like, crossing I-44. This is going to be just north of Newcastle. More than likely, it's going to stay going east here, so this is going to cross over the Canadian River.
After we closed up the shop, I just had this really weird feeling. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go pick Benji up. I just started heading to Moore, kind of went to the back roads because the highways were backed up. And I just remember the people stopping, and I was thinking to myself that, why are you stopping?
Northeasterly now, but barely, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Right now, I'm at 134th.
And that was when I saw the tornado come down the first time. And my wife was texting me back, are you on your way to pick up Benji? I said, yes. I said, stay where you are. I'm going to pick him up.
Oh my God, I can see debris. Oh my God.
As soon as the tornado was coming into Moore, immediately I started thinking about my children because my children are in school that day. But I can see that it just crossed over I-44. That's about 10 minutes away from me. And so I needed to go ahead and get into my shelter. There are ventilation pipes kind of stick up out of the shelter. And when the wind started picking up, it had taken the wind cap that keeps out dirt and moisture completely off. And that was when I was able to see outside. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is the tornado. It's about to pass through. I can hear it coming. I'm so scared right now. My shelter is old. It's real creepy, it's dark, and I was frightened to death, and it was pretty traumatic. I'm lost right now. I'm so worried for my boys. I thought the world was gonna end, honestly. I mean, the shelter could fail, and I didn't know. My worst fear was ultimately dying.
269 headquarters is going to be approaching 4th Street in Oklahoma City, a little bit west of Santa Fe.
Good Lord.
Officers started kind of spanning out around the city, trying to stay out of its way and trying to let each other know where it's at.
272, we got some rotation above our heads to the right.
The problem with this storm is it was so large that it was kind of confusing at times. It was 2 miles long, so, officers thought that it was at one place when it was actually covering, a good 2 miles of our city.
A violent tornado going through South Oklahoma City Metro. It is in central Moore. Go, John Welsh.
This thing is a monster. It's so big, it's completely lost its texture, and this thing is just grinding right through Moore.
As soon as the tornado crosses I-44, which is a major thoroughfare through the city, that's where the heavily populated areas start, the neighborhoods. And when it hit that, it started picking up all the debris, and it almost lost shape because it got so big.
And this thing is just tracking, like you said, continuing to go towards the Moore Warren Theater area.
Our main purpose is to give people that forewarned shot of exactly where the storm is, what preparation they need to take, and if they're in the clear or if they're not. We kind of take off the TV shirt, we kind of put on the life-saving shirt.
So this is definitely something that you need to be aware of, and get in your tornado shelter area right now.
If you are living in Moore, this is going to be moving in your direction. You need to be below ground immediately. Now is the time to go into your tornado shelter. We are not
because of Chance's stream that was coming in.
we started to see this tornado going into a more densely populated section of Moore.
It's Cold Iron. Go ahead and go.
Okay, Damon, tornado is on 149, just crossed Penn. It's a large Stoke 5 tornado. It's in the EF4 category or higher.
I was playing two roles that day, chief meteorologist and husband.
This is the tornado now. This is going to be right over. This is just crossed over the train tracks.
And I'm looking at the path of this tornado, and it is headed right into the middle of my neighborhood. I'm very familiar with Moore. It is my home. It is what I've called home for the last 4 years. I was texting my wife saying, get into the tornado shelter. But the seconds felt like hours as I was waiting to hear back from my wife.
Damon, there's a biggest neighborhood edition of nice homes here. It's getting ready to take a direct hit.
I also knew at the same time I had a job and that I couldn't let my guard down. And again, just for anyone that is curious, I mean, I live right here. So you can certainly imagine the emotions that I'm running through right now, but a life-threatening situation, you need to be below ground immediately.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Theraflu, the power to feel better.
It's sunny out here, but it is cold.
That's a wrap, guys.
When your cold is holding you back, you need the power of Theraflu. Now in caplet form, it's the only cold and flu caplet that has a maximum strength formula with a unique warming sensation that you can instantly feel. People count on the Weather Channel.
As it was moving through my neighborhood, we were still sampling winds in the 200-mile-per-hour range. I had a lot of emotions running through.
Damon, that tornado moved just to the south of 4th Street. I lost my house, I'm pretty sure. Maybe yours is gone. It's gone. As I'm chasing, I'm reporting, I'm going through my head. Where's my sister at? Where's my other sister at? Where's my wife at? Who do I know in the path of this tornado? That's my town. All these people are losing their houses. I'm part of that. That's kind of why I reported it on the air like that to Damon.
Those are things that you're never prepared to hear, but if we were to lose our house, so be it. Knowing that my family was going to be okay in the shelter, that was what allowed me to get through that afternoon.
This is unreal. Power lines everywhere. It's dangerous, very dangerous for me to be here. I'm telling you, it's it's incredible.
It was hard to believe how lonely it felt being behind that thing. So it was kind of nice to be able to talk to Jenna on the other end of it.
It's taking a line straight east along 134th.
This huge tornado's coming through a town, and I'm sitting in a cellar with people I don't really know that much. So the time I did spend on the phone with my dad was very special.
This thing is sucking in everything. Oh my God, I hope it don't go towards our house.
I could hear the wind behind him on the phone. I could hear how crazy everything was, and I was really scared.
I gotta stop. The trees are down, I can't get through. Jenna, I can't tell you, I can't stress to you enough. Stay in the cellar, all right?
It was amazing that I was keeping communication with her with an F5 tornado between me and her.
Hey, are you okay?
But, you know, even though she's in a storm cellar, I thought the thing was going to go right over the top of her. I really did. I was really starting to think that I didn't have a home to go to.
I'm trying to get back. Okay, so be ready. Be ready.
I cried, especially when he told me, get ready, it's coming. It's going to hit our house. Just be prepared. I'm thinking, dang, I'm about to lose everything.
It's coming right towards our neighborhood, Jen.
There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. We're helpless.
The tornado's gotten very well defined now. It has really intensified. You need to be taking your sheltering activities. It will probably be there within minutes, so a dangerous situation.
No, we still got time, Joe. We still got time. Hold on. Stay with it. Wow. Roar. Huge debris. Huge debris. You could feel the actual roar of the tornado. It was just a beast. It was massive, with huge pieces of debris being lofted hundreds of feet in the air, pieces of homes, cars, just all thrown in the air. And we could tell at this point that this tornado was a monster. Oh my God.
Those people are going to die.
We did see people who got out of their cars who were looking right at the tornado as it was coming toward them. I hope those people made it out okay. Go! Go! Good God, these people. Go! People are about to get. We got a straight road east, just takes us all the way east, so we're good. Once we saw it get closer toward us, we didn't want to mess with this thing. Your natural instinct is to just get out of there. It was just something out of the movies, completely unimaginable. And at that point, you really couldn't believe what was happening to the town of Moore.
I ran from my van into the office. I was asking where's Benji at. She said they're back in the restroom.
I really do miss my mom.
Everybody. By the time I got into the bathroom, the power was out, and I just remember having to tell him that we can't leave. I have to stay here because it's right behind us.
Mom's asking if I'm with you.
He wanted to talk to his mom, so I was taking these video clips at night. I was sending them to her. I told him, "Hey, the boys, if I go, you stay holding on. If you don't hear me, don't start crying, you know, just hold on. Just listen to my voice and just hold on."
Enter the world of DiSerrano. DiSerrano, the world's favorite Italian liqueur.